Uh-oh. What do we see here? Eggs? Oh, yeah. What do we see here? Bread? Oh, yeah. Well, if you know what you see, if you think it's egg and bread, you are correct. Welcome back to Jim Boy's Kitchen. How you feeling, everybody? I want to show you another easy way, alright? How to make a delicious egg sandwich. Very simple and delicious way. Another way to make a delicious egg sandwich. Oh man, when I'm done with this, you will lick your finger and you will run and make that right away. Alright, Jim Boy's Kitchen welcome you once again. If you like what you see, remember, don't forget to press that subscription button, ring the notification bell, and share like you're crazy, because more dishes coming for you, more excitement, alright? Right here in Jim Boy's Kitchen. Let's get right into it. Welcome everybody. Alright, I got me cold water here. Alright, the preparation for this egg sandwich. First, I'm going to boil this egg, alright? I want to show you. I begin with cold water here because the reason why I'm going to explain to you why I'm putting cold water before I put the eggs, alright? Or I put the eggs in the cold water before start boiling. That's because if the egg is very fragile, alright? Eggs are like more fragile than glass. Put it that way, alright? Now, if I put an egg in hot water, the egg will tend to crack, the shell. It's going to be shocked and crack immediately. So, want to add it in cold water. Put your finger, make sure your fingers are all clean and nice. You don't want to use a spoon at this point because you want to be very tender to the touch with these, alright? As they hit the surface under the water, under the pan, it's not going to crack. So I'm beginning with cold water here. I got 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to make 3 egg sandwiches. So now with that, and I'm going to add more, a couple more eggs, because I want to make take the egg and put it into a nice delicious chicken curry that's already made. I'll show you. Alright, here I got 13 eggs. Alright, they're gonna boil because I'm gonna use a couple for the sandwich, and then when the egg is fully boiled, I will peel it and put it in this bad boy, chicken curry that's already made. So now I got the egg here in the cold water. Now it's time to crank up the fire. At this point, got the fire on. I'm gonna bring the water to a boil, or boiling temperature. Now, as the water begins to heat, the eggshell will get sterilized, alright? And it's going to be stiffer. Everything is going to be combined and get stiff inside of that shell. So nothing is going to break apart. Alright, that's another secret from Jim Boy's Kitchen, how to boil that wonderful egg. Alright, so now when the water start boiling, that's the time I will count, and I will tell you, egg only take 12 minutes to fully boil, alright? So when the water start bubbling, that means the egg is going to be boiling, and you count 12 minutes from the time of the water start boiling, and you know the egg is going to be done. So I'm going to finish boil the egg and show you the next step. And another secret, another information I'll tell you about boiling eggs, folks. You do not want to cover the pan. If you cover the pan, then you're going to preheat. You're going to be shocking that shell immediately, same as you put it in hot water, and you're going to crack that egg. You want it to slowly develop its accumulation of getting stiff in that shell as the water begins to rise in temperature, all right? And with this is getting the egg developing in a wonderful temperature here. Gotta say congratulations on that wedding celebration right there with Parvini and Craig, a wonderful couple. And we wish you well, that you have a wonderful future together as always. And hey, you have been blessed during your marriage, all right? Yes, to Parvini and Greg, congratulations once again. It was a great pleasure being there at the ceremony, reaching out to many people, all right? And many that saw Jim Boy's Kitchen attending that, to all my viewers and fans that have been watching Jim Boy's Kitchen for 10 years ago, they saw me there at the celebration of Parvini and Craig. And of course, I am delighted, and it was a great pleasure, and it touches my heart to know that they told me that I'm just a simple guy, no hybrid. I'm not a hybrid guy. I'm just a common, regular guy, emphasize myself with everyone. That was so great, all right? Unfortunately, I had to attend, I get called to attend Coney Island and the Rotterdam Plaza in another county, and I had to go there and, rush back to the wedding. It was great. And I thank you once again for those wonderful words that, hey, I'm just me, humble. Yeah, that's it. Being humble is the best part in life, all right? No one is greater than another one. We are all human beings. That's what I believe in. I'm just humble. And of course, you could check out my channel, Jim Boy's Kitchen, on YouTube there, so that you could see the coverage I did in the Rotterdam Carnival, the portable Coney Island that represents itself in the different counties and so forth. Now, boiling eggs is so common that many don't, they just throw the eggs and boil it, and they don't pay attention. This is what I will show you right here in Jim Boy's Kitchen. All right, I want you to look closely. Look at those bubbles kind of coming through that egg shell. That's it's tending to now becoming stiff and come together in a stiff manner be inside of the shell. The shell right now is pasteurizing, all right? And it's going to become like a seal so that nothing breaks apart, because the water temperature is rising slowly. And from here, we're going to start counting the minutes. You don't have to be specific, a superstar, all right? You don't have to be a superstar to check egg time, because you could let it go for over 12 minutes. But if you wait for 12 minutes, the minimum time is what it takes to boil an egg, all right? So if you let it go for 15 minutes by mistake, it's okay, all right? So now that the water start bubbling, it start pasteurizing and stiffening everything into the eggshell. So what we'll do is count the time. From this time now, hey, let's go another 12 minutes. We give it 12 minutes, it's going to be ready, all right? Go to 13 minutes, 14 minutes, 15 minutes. Hey, no big deal. All right, the oil is boiling. The water is boiling, the egg is boiling. All right, so we let it go for that 12 minutes, and we'll be good to go. If you mistakenly check it back in 15 minutes, you're still good to go. All right, hard-boiled eggs. And of course, this is the Guyanese egg sandwich back in Burnham days, all right? How many of you remember Burnham days in the old days? All right, when the only eggs were available, I mean, most part of it, especially when people mind the white fowl or the Creole fowl, they go in the pen, the fowl pen or the fowl cub, and they pick that egg that the chicken has laid, and then they boil it. And in Burnham days, these things was available. If you didn't have a chicken farm, then you could go to the market and buy this wonderful egg, all right? So I'm showing you how to make a wonderful, delicious egg sandwich the way the old Guyanese people used to make it back in Burnham days, yeah. Now here I want to show you a specialty, how Guyanese used to make, the old-time people used to make a delicious egg sandwich back in the late President Forbes' Burnham days in Guyana, right? And another tip on this egg, back in the the late President Forbes' Burnham days in Guyana, if whoever never made this egg sandwich is because either they didn't have money to buy the eggs, or they didn't have access to a chicken farm, or they never mind, or grow chicken, all right? So That's the only way. But whoever, it was so common that everyone could have afford an egg back in the days. You know, whoever made it, the egg sandwich, well, they had a chicken farm, or they went to a neighbor and said, "Bye, gal, give me 2 eggs now. Let me make a sandwich." And this is the way how they prepared it. Very simple and delicious. Yeah, once again, and the ones that could afford to make this every day almost, that's because they could afford to go to the market and buy the eggs, or they had access to grow the chicken farm. Once again, I say, or they asked a neighbor, "Gal, give me 2 eggs now," so I could make a sandwich. With this way, you don't have to be a superstar or a technician or a scientist to make this wonderful old-fashioned egg sandwich that the Guyanese used to make back in the late Burnham days, alright? And if you ask me how I know this, meantime the egg is coming to a nice boil. We got about, I'll give it another 2 minutes and this egg is fully boiled. How I know that, I would say that the people, let's say 50 years and above, will know exactly what I'm saying. Back in the Burnham days, for example, me, I'm only 40 years old, so I must tell you, observation is the key to intelligence, all right? Observation, if you can observe your surroundings, observation is the key to intelligence. Common sense is the key to, hey, everything. All right. So once again, the egg is done right now because we calculated it went over. I got it boiling for 18 minutes. 12 minutes was the max, but I've been talking with you and let the bad boy boil. Now I show you the next step. What I will do now, I got 13 eggs in there. To make this wonderful 3 sandwiches, all right? Old-fashioned way, delicious, I'll show you. I'm going to take 2 eggs. Just get a strain, a spoon like what I have here, so the water stays in that pan. And I just got the eggs out too. Yeah, let me average. I'm going to use 5 eggs for this 3 sandwich. How about that? And at this point, oh man, beautiful, all right? Now at this point, I don't have to worry about the eggs going to get cracked up because they're fully boiled. Yeah, I'm going to use, I got 4 in here, put another one in here. I think that would be great, all right? The rest I could use for that curry, chicken curry, peel it up, put it up there in that chicken curry and enjoy another feast. What I will do now, the egg is pretty hot. You don't want to touch it at this point. You're going to run cold water, all right, in this egg here now. Run cold water just to cool it down a little bit so you have access to peel the eggs in a nice format. And got this bad boy bowl. This is where I'm going to be making that mixture, right? Just put this bad boy here. I want to show you. And then I do 1 crack. And a little tap here. Beautiful. And then I peel. The egg is pretty, the temperature went down on the egg, so it will be very easy to peel. And at the same time, I don't want it to be too cold because when the egg becomes too cold, then the shell is going to be tough to peel off that wonderful, delicious egg. Look at this. So I'm going to finish peeling this bad boy and show you the next step. Now, you don't have to be pretty in the egg if you have a little roughness. So long as you don't lose most of that wonderful flesh off, all right? You could also put it in a cup and get it done also. You could re-soak it in there in the water and just go again slowly. Slowly, I want to show you. Make sure your hands are very clean when you do this because you're not going to be cooking the egg anymore. All right, I want to show you. Now, you want to be fast with this mixture here. You want to have a hot egg because you're going to do a hot egg mixture. And I'm going to show you the secret in this wonderful, look, beautiful, yeah. Put the bad boy in there. I'm going to finish peeling the rest and show you the next step. And boy, oh boy, this is where the secret comes in. How you like that part? I pause and I open and I collect all my equipment or my merchandise or my products to make this mixture. And I said, don't worry, man, I gonna make it. I shock you, right? Well, here it is. I will make it now. I'm gonna make it for you, each and every one of you. The secret is butter. You know, the old-fashioned people, the long time ago people, they could afford. Butter was always available in GT or Guyana, yeah. So this is how they made that this egg sandwich, because butter was made by cow milk and all these things. You could put as much. You know, they say the more butter, the better it tastes. Then use a fork. They use a fork and they mash it down like this. And you want to do it when the egg is still hot, so the butter melts. And believe me, folks, some of them, the old people, used to eat this just like so. You don't add no salt, no seasoning, because the butter gives a wonderful tasty texture. And for you old timers that's still around, you know what I'm talking about. Oh man, you remember this? You would try to eat this just like so. But at this point you want to add more butter. Kind of a look like a fatty dish, but believe me, it's wonderful. Many would tend to eat it like twice a week because it tastes delicious. Once you exercise, hey, look at this. Use a fork so you incorporate everything in this wonderful egg. Oh man, and you know, believe it or not, when they make it, some would put so much butter that it's kind of a buttery, and it gives this wonderful texture. Look at this. Egg and butter, huh? Boiled egg and butter. When I use the word boiled egg and butter, many of you know, right, what I'm talking about. This was back in Burnham days, the sandwich that they make. They boil the egg, put the butter, mix it up, and it's ready to go. Now, with the sandwich, I'll show you the next step. Back in the old days, they didn't have mayonnaise. Mayonnaise was very scarce to have in GT or Guyana. And many didn't know about mayonnaise, all right, until they come to America or any other part of the world. So what they do, they take some butter and spread it. Spread the butter here. You already have butter on that egg, but you put lightly a little butter here and you toss it down on the pan and let it kind of a toast with that butter. And we're making three. I'm going to make three sandwiches, so I'm going to do another one and show you. Take a little bit of butter. Not much, just a little bit of butter, spread it off here, and then put the butter part right below. So it fries up, kind of fries up the bread, and give it wonderful toast with texture, alright? The other part, don't have to butter because one side is perfect. You want to toast it. Now usually they use tower, you know. Yeah, they use tower and they do it too. See that? Now I'm going to turn it over, very lightly. I'm going to turn it over now. Turn, 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 turn. With that butter, look at that. Look at that, folks. Beautiful. Look at the buttery. Now this side you could also put butter, but you know, you don't want to put both sides. It's up to you, but let one side be plain because you don't want too much butter in your system, which is pretty good. You will work it out, sweat it out. Well, the old-fashioned people, they go to garden and so, you know, they sweat this bad boy out. Yeah, man. Yeah. Planting the shallot and that cabbage and bhaji and so. Then they run to the market and make a sale. And all this butter, cholesterol burnt out. But with that, the stomach has been smiling all the time with that wonderful sandwich. So we're going to toast these up and show you the next step what they do. Beautiful, beautiful. Look at that. Look at that. Remember the buttery part will be darker with texture because it's kind of a frying immediately with the butter. And now this bad boy is ready. I'll show you the next step. Then you take the buttery part, that's going to be the inside, and you turn it over like this. The buttery part, Turn it over like this. Beautiful, beautiful. All this is wonderful texture here. And then you're going to just pot K the bad boy on top here. Pot K the bad boy. Who remember pot K? All right, that's flavor coming up. Now I show you the next step. Get the other one doing. Toast one side. Turn it over. Bring it bad boy to golden brown. Oh man, delicious egg sandwich, old-fashioned way. And once again, I'll tell you a secret. I'll show you again. This is ready to eat just like so. Many would tend to eat this. Guyanese would eat this. The old-fashioned people would just make it with a butter and eat it like that. Now we're creating it into the sandwich, all right? Want to open the part that doesn't have the butter. You want to take some, put it right there. Now the secret is, to get the butter texture, you know that the butter is already incorporated into this wonderful boiled egg too. Look at this. Look at this. Oh man, mouthwater licking already. Make it my way, very simple dish, old-fashioned way, Burnham time. And then you take this bad boy and you tumble it right there. Sandwich done. Remember, in America, they use mayonnaise. You can use mayonnaise also now at this point, all right? Want to leave that buttery part down and pick up this bad boy, put it on the non-butter side of the bread. Oh man, makes a nice slice, right? Look at that. Oh, and then you put this bad boy on top of this, right so. Delicious sandwich, folks. Can't go wrong. Look at that. Egg sandwich, old-fashioned way, Guyanese style. Check it out. Check it out good, look. Beautiful. Make it my way, you'll love it. Burnham time. All right? Look at that. President Forbes Burnham, this is how to make old-fashioned egg sandwich. Also, once again, you could, and the leftover, you know, they eat like this with the butter, the boiled egg and the butter. Wonderful. For those that did this before, you know what I'm talking about. The old-fashioned people too. All right. So, time to eat. Now look at this. Wonderful. Sandwich is ready to eat. And the little leftover, some would willfully leave this little bit with the butter to eat it just like so. All right, and the rest you put in the sandwich, and you eat it with tea. They use soda, anything. Hey, at that time was Puma Punch. This goes well with Puma Punch. Old-time people would know about Puma Punch. Yeah, works very great. And Puma Punch was a drink that's made with no gas, no acid or whatever. Right? It was a natural, pure, mellow drink with no gas involved inside. You know, when you open the bottle, you get in Pepsi or Coca-Cola or so. No, this was just a regular punch, like peanut punch. They use peanut punch and they eat this with too. Cream soda, go good with this too, you know. Yeah. Now, if you like this dish, folks, please remember to subscribe to my channel. Ring the notification bell and press the like button like you're crazy. Share like you're crazy also, because Jim Boy's Kitchen is crazy and happy to make this wonderful dish for you. All right. I hope you enjoy the sceneries, enjoy everything I bring to you right here in Jim Boy's Kitchen. And I'm a multiple segment, guys. All right. I show you many things on Jim Boy's Kitchen. Not only one category, many categories. Hey, let's eat. Until next time. Yeah, let's eat, me and you together. You made yours already? Did you follow my recipe here? Did you follow the way I show you how old-fashioned people make this wonderful egg sandwich? Well, if you did so and you have yours with you, let's eat together. Because I don't want your mouth water run, you know. I want you to eat with me. Come on. Make a bite. Mmm, delicious. And guess what the next secret is? Remember this? The little leftover. Some would willfully leave this little bit here with the regular boiled egg and the butter, because it tastes even good too. Hmm? Hmm? Mmm. Now, folks that love egg and butter, you know what I'm talking about. And I know you did this back in the Burnham days, the old-fashioned time in Guyana, Trinidad, and many other places. One more bite, can't resist. Mmm. Now, once again, if you like what you see, I love you the way you are. Until the next segment, Jimbo's Kitchen saying once again, be kind to someone that's not kind to you. Delicious. Be kind to someone that's not kind to you, and kindness will prevail, always prevail. Until the next one, once again, congratulations to Parvini and Craig on your wonderful wedding celebration. Live forever, guys. It was a pleasure to reach everyone there. Common me, humble. That's the word I heard. Very great, thank you. And of course, this is it. You know, I'm talking, I'm looking down at the dish. Want to eat the rest there too. Until the next one, Jimbo's Kitchen saying adios, mi amigos, and goodbye, everybody. Look at that.